Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Ephemeral One, and welcome to something a little different. Oh, excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to VA-11 Hall A, Cyberpunk Bartender Action. This, or otherwise known as Valhalla, this is a sort of... I guess you would call it a visual novel. I guess it is a visual novel beyond anything else. And I think we'll get started tonight, and then I'll later on come to the prologue. No, let's do the prologue. Day 1, Day 2, Day 3, and Anna. Anna would be the demo that came out before this game did, and the prologues kind of tell the backstory to the beginning of the game. So, let's get started with the prologues. Friday, December 19th. After all, this is a game I tie with this time of year, very much so around the Christmas time. Good evening. Well, at least one of my employees showed up. Huh? What about Gil? He mumbled something about holes and pests and asked for a couple of days off. Business as usual, then. Not quite. How so? I mean us, not Gil. Business will be a tad different through the weekend. We got booked. That's a new one. Who made the booking? The Safar Toy Company. They make toys for dogs. It's their anniversary or something like that. We usually don't reserve the bar. Why do it this time? The clients are adorable. Excuse me? You'll see. Anything special I should know? They'll give you a ticket to trade for any drink they want. Just do your usual thing. Fair enough. I'll be in my office. Call if you need me. Sure. Well then. Add songs by choosing the titles on the left. Swap any two songs by selecting them consecutively or remove songs with triangle. So, let's just go through. A neon light glows lights. Well, since we don't, I'm not going to take the time to. I'm just going to go down the list. Alright. A neon glow lights, welcome to Valhalla. Every day is night, commencing simulation, drive me wild. Good for health, bad for... Who was I? Troubling news, a gaze that invited. Umamoto, all systems go, and where do I go from here? Time to mix drinks and change lives. Excuse me, I'll have a Grizzly Temple. Hello? A dog. A talking dog. Are you with the Safar Toy Company? Yeah, did I arrive too early? No. The clients are adorable. Son of a bitch. Grizzly Temple, right? Coming right up. Alright. Search by name, flavor. So, by name, we need a Grizzly Temple. So, you basically then from there, once you know what the drink they want, you can use the left stick to pick the material. So, in this case, 3 Adelhyde. 3 Bronson extract, 3 powdered Delta, 1 Carmetrine, all blended. Oh, didn't let it go long enough. Okay. And blended means it has to shake for longer. There we go. Okay. And then serve. Here you go. Thanks! This is gonna be a long weekend, isn't it? Hey, is the Bronson extract here produced using organic roots? I don't know that information. Anyone I could talk to about that? Here? Right now? No. But you should have that information on hand. Every BTC certified bar is no different from a fast food chain. We get the same supplies as everyone else. Ask BTC officials if you want to know. But you should. But we won't. But saying that we should over and over is not going to change reality. Give me something with lots of Bronson extract then. Okay. Something with lots of Bronson extract. Now let's see. From there we'll just look through the bar. Bad Touch only has 2. And we can just look through the drinks one by one. 2, 1. Because there are only 24 drinks officially. There it is, Gut Punch. It's supposed to mean a punch made of innards, but the name actually describes what you feel while drinking it. Oh, the Mars Blast has even more. One of these is enough to leave your face red like the actual planet. Yep. So Mars Blast it is. Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 powdered Delta, 4 Flanagrade. 2, 3, 4. All blended. So shaken. Shake a little harder. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4. Oh, I forgot the 2 Carmetrine. My bad. Because it's when it... There it is. Here. What the hell is this? Your order. Is this what Bronson extract tastes like? Sorta, yeah. Oh, fuck that noise. It's not worth the effort. No, it's not. Excuse me. Oh, thank God, a person. Well, as much of a person as the designated driver can be. What I mean is, why are there so many dogs? Why dogs? Why? Well, the Corgis created the Safar toy company, and they've been doing a great job, so... A company run exclusively by dogs? Really? And a good one at that. Their only problem is they have a not-so-discreet preference for hiring corgis exclusively. Why? Something about being more comfortable around their own kind. Are you with them? Well, I do prefer corgis, but... No, I mean, are you working with them? Yeah, well, I'm only here because the law requires at least one humanoid on the payroll. Does the law really cover such scenarios? Why take a job like this? Because it means I'm surrounded by corgis all day long. Designated driver woes aside, it's the closest thing to heaven. Although, to be fair, I'm not much of a drinker anyway. I see. Well, to each their own. Are you gonna drink anything? Do you have anything non-alcoholic? Let's see what I can fetch you. Did you intend to make a pun? A pun? Never mind. You want something non-alcoholic. Every drink here is priced at $500. Jeez. Promo? Okay, as far as I remember, Carmetrine is what gives it actual alcohol. And we'll just go by name. We'll just look through. Crevice Spike. Yeah, because anything without optional Carmetrine is non-alcoholic, I believe. Fluffy Dream. Well, considering the guy is actually looking at, likes dogs, Fluffy Dream sounds about right. So, 3 aldehyde, 3 powdered delta, aged and mixed. Okay. Here. Thanks. You sure this isn't alcoholic? Pretty sure. Okay. Listen, I need to know. Is it really only going to be corgis today? Is that all I'm going to do all night? Serve the same kind of dog over and over? The majority of them are Pembroke Welsh corgis. There's a couple of Cardigan Welsh corgis. But the relationship between the two breeds is a tad difficult, so the Cardigans weren't invited. So, yeah, I guess you'll be serving the same kind of dogs all night. No. I mean, isn't there some other human I might talk to today? There's a woman on staff, but she couldn't come today. Oh boy. Is that a problem somehow? It's not really a problem. We've survived worse than this. Like that time when an AA meeting came here asking for non-alcoholic stuff only. But just thinking about the fact that I'm serving drinks to dogs, that at some point all the choices in my life led to me serving drinks to a group of talking dogs. It's one of those moments that makes you want to stop and rethink where your life is going. Do you perhaps not like this job? I do. I love every second of this job, but dogs. It's like a fashion designer suddenly realizing he's been designing edible underwear. I still don't see what your problem is with the dogs, but I'm not going to force the subject. Well, I'm going to try entertaining myself for a bit. The stuff for playing pool is underneath the table. There are also darts in the box next to the jukebox. Great, thanks for the information. Call if you need another drink. Sure. I'm feeling happy, so I'll get everyone around. Actually, it's a free bar. I won't let you spoil my mood. I want a fringe weaver. Coming right up. The dog wants a fringe weaver. Wee. It's like drinking an it's like drinking ethylene alcohol with a spoonful of sugar. All aged and mixed. Here you go. Here you go. Still an awesome day. Yo, what's an alpha male gotta do to get some service? The dog's name is literally Dragon Fucker. What may I serve you? Beer, and quickly. Coming right up. This dog wants a beer. 1 Analhyde, 2 Bronson, 1 Powder Delta, 2 Flanagrades, and 4 Carmetry. All mixed. There you go. Here you are. Damn, you're a slow piece of shit! Hey boss, what's the opposite of deja vu again? Jamais vu. Yeah, that. Are you having a premonition? Something like that. That dog felt uncannily familiar. Are you bored? Not really. I was playing with the darts a bit ago. I thought about playing pool, but all the other clients are thumb challenged. Sorry if this sounds rude, but why is the dart box so dusty? You're the first person in a year or so I've seen that has actually played with darts. I think even my boss forgot they existed. By the way, how are the dogs as clients? We've had worse. Have you had someone come in and gnaw chairs to pieces? Yes, she was testing out her new mechanical teeth. She got barred from entering any BTC bar after that. With anecdotes like those, you'd think serving dogs would feel totally normal. You'd be wrong there, because even then we were talking about humans. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've served a dog or two in my time, but they usually come in with someone. And they never talk. And now that I think about it, are these drinks bad for the dogs? Now you worry about that? But no, they aren't. Only cappuccino monkeys are at risk if they drink those chemicals. Anyway, you want anything to drink? Surprise me, but keep it non-alcoholic. Sure. Non-alcoholic surprise, whatever that means. Beers, got the Karmatrine, Bleeding Jane, Blue Fairy. One of these will make your teeth turn blue. Hope you brush them well. Sure. 4 Aldehyde, 1 Flanagrade, all aged and mixed. Here you go. Here you go. Thank you. This might sound weird to ask, but they talk through their collars, right? That's right. How do they work? It's not too hard, really. They're just translators. They read the dog's brains and turn their thoughts into words. And do keep in mind that today's dog breeds have more cognitive capacity than their ancestors. If you put translators on dogs from a decade ago, they wouldn't work like they do now. Yeah, I read something about that once. Another question. Why do they wear the small tuxedos? It's good for PR. You don't say. Well, it'll be a bit before I go for the day. Any other questions? Yes. Why the fuck do these dogs want to get drunk? They see humans do it and they think it might be fun. Just like teens, then. Now, if you'll excuse me. Satan's helper. What can I serve you? Moon! Excuse me? Moon! Moonblast? Moon! A big moonblast. Moon. Alright then. This dog wants a big moonblast. Okay. Now, with a big drink, basically all you do is you double the amount. So 2 powdered Delta, 2 Flanagrades, 1, 2, 3, 4. And all on rocks and blended. There you go. Here. Moon! Was that a good moon or a bad moon? Aye. Rivasike, Picase, Leapspe. Crevice Spike? Sure. Uye understande ime. I was a kid too. The dog he was speaking pig Latin. And yeah, Crevice Spike. So, 2 powder Delta, 4 Flanagrade, optional Karmatrine. Alright, all blended. So shake, shake, shake. Irie. Hanks Day. Alright, one more drink before we wrap things up. What do you want? I'm not picky. Give me anything. Of course. Anything, he said. Gut Punch, Fringe Winger, Frothy Water, Mars Blast. You know what? Zen Star. You'd think something so nice, so balanced would actually taste nice. You'd be dead wrong. 4 of each ingredients, all on the rocks and mixed. 2, 3, 4. There you go. Here you are. Thanks. So, what exactly do you do? Sorry if it's rude to ask. I guess I am what most people call an office boy. My duties usually involve looking for things, answering a few calls, that sort of stuff. But this being a dog-run company, there are a lot more responsibilities. Like getting stuff off shelves and opening windows. At least they pay well. I see. And how did you end up in that position? Where did you get that offer? My neighbor is the owner of one of the dogs. He told me they needed thumbs. Figures. They're celebrating the company's anniversary, right? Yeah, 5 years ago, 3 corgis became dissatisfied with the quality of existing dog toys. So they founded this company. They got the money from their owners, if I remember correctly. I can see that happening, somehow. The STC is the second biggest dog toy company in the world. Fun fact, they started as Safar Toy Development. Ain't that unfortunate? Hello! The bar's favorite sweetheart has arrived! Why are you so quiet? I'm waiting for the audience's cheers to stop. This isn't a sitcom. Ah, honey, how innocent. Excuse me, you are? I'm the lovely Dorothy Hayes, at your Oh, wait, you're a Lilim! Not at your service, then. Don't be rude to the other clients. She's kind of a regular here. Kind of? I've been coming here religiously for the past 3 months now. 3 months! I come here to see your charming face, and you say I'm just kind of a regular? For shame, honey, for shame! I'm sorry, I guess. Nothing a free drink won't solve. Won't do. Huh? You playing hard to get? Even if I wanted to give you a drink, we're booked for the whole weekend. Don't you think you should at least put a sign out front or something? Hey, I only found out myself just a few minutes ago. She can have one of my tickets if you're okay with it. I see no problem. Oh, you're so sweet! If you were at least 40% organic, I'd give you a discount. Discount? You don't need to know. So, who booked you? This guy? The Safar Toy Company. What do they do? They create dog toys. Oh, lovely. It's also run by dogs. Oh, don't joke like that. You think I'd kid about something like that? Uh, you mean if I turn around, I'd see dogs? Yeah, didn't you see them when you came in? I just entered without looking anywhere but the bar. You look troubled. I'm not too much of a dog person. I even charge extra if my clients want it all doggy style. Doggy, you don't need to know. I'm gonna take this ticket and trade it in next Monday. I'm leaving right now. The ticket would have expired by then, though. She looks like the kind of girl that will hold you to your promise regardless. Is it that obvious? Well, I have to gather the cabs outside. Keep it up, bartender. Good night. Yeah, you too. Good night. Come again. Alright, sirs, the night's over. You have kennels you need to return to. All done? Yeah. Boss, how do you end up being booked by dogs? I know some dogs myself. Huh. And you told me we're booked the whole weekend, right? That's right. Please bear with it. We're all doing our best. Doing our part, after all. Yeah. Well, I gotta go for today. Bye. Take care. Saturday, December 10th. We come back the next day. Good evening. Day 2 of serving dogs. Are you ready? No. Cheer up! No. That attitude won't make things easier for yourself. Serving dogs won't ease things either. Have you heard anything from Gil? Nope, but he should be having fun wherever he is. Also, did you know we had darts? Yeah, I did. Why didn't you tell me? Because that's the kind of stuff you should just assume? A target board usually comes with a set of darts. Do you like darts, boss? Not particularly, but now I owe an apology to someone. Hmm? Anyway, call me if you need anything. Sure. Well then. Alright. Okay. So let's see. We were on page 4. So where do I go from here? Will you remember me? March of the White Knights. Alright. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh, hey, can I get a big beer, please? Oh, thank God, a human. Sure, coming right up. Big beer. Again, just double the amounts. Flanagrade. And 8 Carmatrine. You can only have a max of 20 parts to a drink anyway. Mixed, but not blended. Here you are. Thank you. May I ask what you do for these dogs, Miss, Beatrice? But everyone just calls me Betty. And why do you need to know that? If you've been stuck with dogs all day, you'd also be curious when a human walks in. Fair enough. I'm their veterinarian. They're all your clients? Yeah, company-issued vet. I mean, I have my own office, but it's in their building. So you're Betty, the vet... Oh, cram it. Sorry, but I'm not in the mood for puns right now. I'll keep it in mind. Anything else I might need to avoid around bringing up around you besides puns? Enhancements, but that's harder to shove into the conversation in the first place. Noted. What do you have against enhancements anyway? They're unnatural. They go against the very idea of human evolution. But there's a certain wall that humans can't cross without enhancements. It's not like having something replaced will automatically make you an expert in things. If anything, getting an enhancement sets you back until you get used to it. Yeah, but it just makes things too easy on paper. Anyone with money can replace their body parts and call it a day. But you have a point. Skill doesn't ship with enhancements. At least, not yet. Sorry for the outburst. I have my story with enhancements. Oh, I don't mind. It's way more entertaining than serving drinks to talking dogs. Sorry. Speaking of which, that's my job right now. Do you want another drink? I'm fine for now. Call me if you need anything. Sure. Worm frigger. Hey, have you seen a red dot? I've seen many things in my life, but a red dot? Not today, no. Do you have any red drinks? Red drinks? Yeah, the drink might know something. Right. A red drink. Well, let's see. Blue Fairy. Mars Blast, Mercury Blast, Moon Blast. No relation to Hadron Cannon you see on the moon for 1 week every month. This drink does not represent... let's see. I mean, the obvious one is the Mars Blast. Just trying to see. Okay, we'll just go with the Mars Blast. So it's 6 Bronson, 1 Powder Delta, 4 Flanagrade, and 2 Carmetrine, all blended. So you shake for the longer. No, you don't have a time limit or anything, so it's really just down to... Alright, we'll try Crevice Spike. 2 Powdered Delta. 4 Flanagreed. Nope, that's green. Bad Touch. 2 Powdered Delta. All on the rocks and mixed. Nope, Bad Touch is green. Beer isn't. Bleeding Drain. 1 Bronson Extract, 3 Powdered Delta, 3 Flanagreed. All blended. There we go, Bleeding Jay. Here. Thanks. Okay, punk, hear me out. You're gonna tell me where that red dot went or I'll drink you. I'm not bluffing, I'll drink you all up. Those damn Pomeranians, they think they can come and take our jobs. Excuse me? Maybe getting some serious media attention because the company only hires corgis. Must be a slow news day. But you know what I say? It's a good thing that we don't hire anyone else. We don't need more races ruining our workplace. Next thing you know, they'll be asking us to hire cats. Wouldn't other races bring new skills to the company? Shut up! What do you know? Now give me a Bad Touch. Alright. A bad touch for the dog. Alright. 2 Powdered Delta, 2 Flanagreed. All on the rocks and mixed. Here. Racist dogs. What are the odds? Wait. If I can't tell the difference between them, does that make me racist too? Would it matter if you're racist against racists? Bartender, please stop dozing off. I need booze. Sorry, what can I get you? I'll have a Zen Star. Sure. The vet wants a Zen Star. Alright. All on the rocks and mixed. Here. Thank you. Something on your mind? Willing to lend an ear? It's in the job description. Kind of. Alright then, so you mentioned the thing about talking dogs. I thought... people throughout the ages have always dreamt about talking to animals. Never mind the fact that we could always understand their body's language. Now that we understand them, what do we find out? They're just furry, adorable little office workers. Actually, scratch that. I've yet to meet a furry office worker with half the charisma of these little guys. You've met furry office workers? I've seen my share of the world, bartender. Sounds like you're tired. It's fleas and tick season. I am tired. So you're tick... Don't you dare. Well, this whole free bar thing is nice though, I guess. It would have been nicer if we actually had time to get properly ready. What do you mean? I found out about the booking yesterday as I was getting ready. Did the client ask for something special? Was there something I needed to know about them? My boss didn't specify anything. All she said to me was, pretend like it's any other day. That was a screw up on our end. Sorry. They were desperately looking for a place to celebrate. I was actually surprised to find out they got a place. Why all the sudden plans? Did they forget their anniversary or something? We found a place, but the Cardigans were the ones that hired it. Then some stupid argument arose, and the Cardigans decided they didn't want to have any Pembrokes at their party. I swear to God, these dogs are like annoying little suburban kids. What are these Cardigans I keep hearing about? Oh, just another kind of corgi, except with different fur colors and a slightly different attitude. All of this is so silly. I've seen dogs play with cats, dogs play with other dogs, and dogs mating with dogs twice their size. Well, that's what happens when you have dogs mimicking their owners. I mean, that's the reason they're in the bar in the first place. But I guess the media focus on the Pembrokes probably didn't help. Well, if you'll excuse me, I have dogs to... Yeah. Hmm? Oh, yeah, do your job. Don't mind me. Tortilla Pope. Hey, buddy! Hello. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You? I am? Whoa, thanks, buddy! What can I serve you? Well, a big sunshine cloud would be nice. Coming right up. Alright. So, sunshine cloud, just double it up. And optional Karmatrine. And yet, when they say optional, how much you throw in is up to you. On the rocks and blended. Here. Oh, ain't you a cutie? Loopy doopy doo poo. Woof. You know what I hate, man? What do you hate, dog? Cabbages, man. They're like lettuces that decided to go to the gym. They think that they're a big deal because their leaves are harder. Guess what? I don't like them. Calm down, dog. Anything? Do you want anything? For cabbages not to exist. I meant to drink. Oh, I'll have a big grizzly temple then. I can do that. Yeah, this game is hilarious. Again, this prologue is just to get you an idea of what this game can be like. All blended. Okay. Here you go. Chill out for a bit, dog. Thanks, man. Bartender! Yeah? Do you have anything sweet? We're talking about drinks, right? Are you hitting on me? If that's how you want to see it. Let me see what I can get you. And make it big. Do you like them big, Miss Betty? It's not the size, it's how you sell it. Gourmet food exists for that sole reason. Wise words. She wants a big sweet drink. So, sweet drinks. Sugar Rush, Sparkle, Brandtini. 8 out of 10 smug assholes would recommend it, but they're too busy being smug assholes. I fucking love it. Blue Fairy. Okay, we'll go with that. Yeah, that's 8. 2 Flanagan. And then pop it with plenty of Carmetrine. All aged and mixed. Here. Thanks. You know, I'm curious. What's the weirdest client you've ever gotten? I wouldn't be able to tell you. There's many kinds of weird. Just pick the first one that comes to mind. Well, there was this one guy that spent 30 minutes arguing with himself before ordering. That's not that weird. He came in wearing a velociraptor mask and wouldn't stop screaming. He left humming Moonlight Sonata afterwards. Oh, yeah, that's weird. At least he left a nice tip. Speaking of anecdotes, can I ask what's your story with the enhancements? Why the interest? Because it seems like a personal thing. It doesn't sound like it's a question of ethics. And honestly, I'm really bored. Sure, I can entertain you a bit. Back when I was in college freshman, some friends of mine decided to get their hands enhanced. It was around the time we all started practicing surgery. They just wanted to bypass all the practice needed. And so they hired this shady character who would supposedly hook them up. I only talked one of them out of it. The others went off with the guy and got their hands chopped off. This is one of those stories that ends badly, I'm guessing. Yeah. 4 girls underwent the shady surgical procedure. 2 lost their hands, 1 was left an arthritic mess, and the last died on the operation table. So, yeah, I'm not too fond of enhancements. Especially if they're taken in an effort to avoid effort. This culture of become better automatically with enhancements really gets on my nerves. That story sounds so familiar. Did that shady guy have a bleached mustache and tattooed black eyebrows? He also talked with an electrolarynx. You've seen him? No, but I remember the news about the police catching someone who was performing illegal surgeries. Never thought I'd meet someone affected by him. It's a small world after all, isn't it? Well, I guess I gotta check on the dogs to see if they're fine. Sure, I'll keep serving them booze. Thanks for sharing that story. Yeah. Hey man, have you ever felt like time is moving too fast? Tonight I'm feeling like it's not moving fast enough. Lucky you. Well, they say if time feels like it's going too fast, you're having a good time. So what can I serve you? I want a bad touch. Sorry, coming right up. The dog wants a bad touch. Let's make it a big one too. Oh, screwed up. Put Adelheid in it. Okay, and 8 Carmetrine. All on the rocks and mixed. Here you go. Have a good time out there. Maybe you're right. Thanks. Bartender? 1 Brantini, please. Sure. Simple enough. 3 powdered Delta. And Carmetrine. All aged and mixed. Here. Excuse me, the beer mat's dirty. Sorry, I'll go change it. Nah, leave it like that. It already ruined the Brantini anyway. Hey, bartender! Bartender! Den bartender bender. Your job has a funny name. You don't say. You're a cute bartender. I swear I could just eat you up. Please don't. When did you get drunk? I've been a little dizzy for a while now, but it just properly kicked in. Also, some of the dogs invited me over for a drink. Except I'm not drunk. Right. Can you give me a small Brantini? I'll definitely pay you money. But you don't have to pay me. Aww, will you really buy me that drink? You're so lovely. Yeah, let's leave it at that. A normal Brantini. She may be slightly drunk. And yeah, we'll comply with her wishes. It'll be a small one. Aged and mixed. Here you go. Aw, shucks. This is smaller than I thought. You're in no position to drink anything more than that thimbleful. Maybe you're right. Hey, what made you want to become a veterinarian? I love animals. They're so cute, so funny, so huggable. I want to keep them happy. That's why I became a veterinarian. It's not always easy. But the knowledge that I've helped these cute, cuddly, squishy animals lets me sleep like a baby at night. Lovely. Speaking of love, have you ever been in love, Randbert? Haven't we all been in love at some point in our lives? Why? I need advice, and you look like a nice person. Sure, thanks. It's about someone who's really focused on his job, so I figured you'd understand. I see. Still, what do you need to know? How do you get the attention of someone like that? Someone who's so hyper-focused on something he disregards everything else. Taking an interest in whatever he's obsessed with is a good start, but there's really no science to this. Make him feel loved and special, just like you would do with anyone else. You sure? He's like really, really, really obsessed. If he's a decent member of society, yeah, I see no problem with that. I hope you're right. I'm fresh off a breakup and I seriously need a hug. Oh yeah, how do I fix the fact that it's a guy? I beg your pardon? I'm not into guys, but this here is a guy. What do I do? Right. Need to serve the dog, sorry. Well, no need. We're leaving. Already? Don't worry. We'll come back tomorrow. Right. Thank dog. I mean God! God! Dog damn it! Done for the day, I'm guessing? Yeah. You might want to get some insecticide or something to make sure we're not full of fleas. What does the health inspector think of this stunt? The health inspector's too afraid to come to this part of the city, so I'll assume he's fine with it. Right. Say, boss, you look tense. Really? Weird. So I'll call it a day here. Thank you for their hard work. Sunday, December 11th. Good evening. You look bummed, boss. Well, starting tomorrow, there will be no more corgis in our bar. Why wouldn't I be sad? Maybe because starting tomorrow, there will be no more corgis at the bar? I wonder if the Shiba Appreciation Society might be interested in booking us. One problem at a time, boss. Wait, I know someone from the Pomeranian Development Institute. One problem at a time! Still, you've been tense ever since Friday. Are you worried about Gil or something? Trust me, of all my worries, Gil is the least of them. Put on some music and enjoy the day, won't you? Right. Okay, the answer lies within. There we go. So dawn approaches with renewed hope. We reminiscence. Digital Drive, Metropolis, Neon District, Carmetrine Dreams, Skyline, Dusk, Heart of the City, a city that never sleeps, and Base of the Titans. Cool. Alright, time to mix drinks and change lives. Bartender, we meet again! Oh, Miss Betty. Hello. And Mr. Corgi Lover. Call me Deal. 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 Wipe that satisfied look off your faces, you two. What can I serve you today? I'll have a beer. I'm not the designated driver today, so give me a fringe weaver. Alright, coming right up. One fringe weaver. Let's make it a big one. Aged and mixed. Next. And a beer. Which is... make them big ones. Flanagride. And 8 Carmetrine. Okay, mixed. Alright. Here. Thanks. Thank you. You seem distracted. Has serving so many dogs finally gotten to you? No, well, yeah, but it's not that. My boss has been acting weird since Friday. Weird how? Romantic weird? Drug addicted weird? Let's hope nobody finds the body in the fridge weird? Well, for starters, there's the fact that she only told me we were being booked moments before we opened. Plus, she seems completely distracted or lost in her thoughts. Like you. Worse. Oh. She's not being herself, and that makes me wonder if something's going on. Oh, like what? Did you run a human trafficking ring in the basement? No, we don't have the license for that. Oh well, thinking about it too much is not part of my job. Can I ask you something about your job? Sure. I've always been curious. What does the BTC need in their bartenders? What do you need to study? Oh, they train you from scratch, so you don't have to study anything beforehand. What does the training involve? It's a lot of etiquette and regulation work. Most of our time, though, is actually spent in simulations. Simulations? Oh, different scenarios involving different chemical hazards, that sort of thing. They want you to be able to respond to every possible situation that might come up involving our ingredients. I mean, the chances for failure are really slim, but it's better to not take those chances. I see. I'll be back with you guys in a bit. I must attend to the other clients' dogs. That. Oh, sure. They're chasing me, man! Who? The cabbages, man! The god damn cabbages! They're everywhere. They're out for my rump. You're... Never mind. Can I get anything to calm down? A big blue fairy would be nice. Okay then. The dog wants a big blue fairy. Alright. So you double the resources. Optional Karmatrine. Fill it up. Let's get this dog wasted. Aged and mixed. Here you are. Thanks, very nice of you. Something the matter? Nothing a drink can't solve. Not sure about that, but it's hardly my job to preach sobriety. What do you want? Give me a gut punch. Okay. This flea bag wants a gut punch. Alright. All aged and mixed. Here you are. Thanks. Hey, you ever felt guilty for being born with the wrong face? Race. The what now? I've just been hearing so much about how we're racist. I'm wondering, are you racist? Not really. Do you feel like other corgis might be? Definitely. I mean, then why worry? It's not like they're calling you racist. You shouldn't take generalizations personally. You might be right. Man, you should have seen this cutie I saw yesterday on the way home. She looked like a cat boomer. She was wearing a mini dress and had this prosthetic eye. I thought you were against people using prosthetics. I'm not against cute, though. Besides, I'm not against prosthetics. I'm only against enhancements. I don't see the difference between the two. Alright, let me put it this way. If you lost an arm and replaced it with a mechanical arm that does exactly what the older one did, I'm okay with it. But if you lost your arm and replaced it with a gun-loaded super arm from hell, that's something I'm not okay with. Even worse is if you decide to replace your arm because of fashion, or a whim, or to get better at some sport. That's completely not cool. That's the difference between a prosthetic and an enhancement. Replacement versus enhancement. I'm of a similar opinion about Lilum replacing their factory parts for kicks. If you think that's going to be an easy way of getting better at something, you're in for a bad surprise. Well, I can see why you think that, but what do you suggest to you? Well, what suggested to you that what she had wasn't an enhancement? If she had bad eyesight, wouldn't that count as an enhancement, even if it fixes it? How does reparative work factor into your ideologies? They might be enhancements, but they also replace something faulty. Well, damn it, stop making sense, you piece of scrap! You're weakening my resolve. Having fun? Oh, bartender, that was fast. There seem to be less dogs out tonight. At least dogs that want to drink. Yeah, some of them ate their tickets. Lovely. I'll be the one dealing with that later. Say, what's your whole take on the whole enhancement discussion, bartender? My mom had a saying, anyone can make a chandelier out of their asses. Which somehow means your body, your choices. If they're not hurting anyone, I don't see the point in hating them. See, Betty? Hey, I didn't say I automatically hate anyone who has an enhancement. Me being against something isn't the same as me being against someone. I'm not some 12-year-old blindingly hating someone because of something like that. Maybe you should practice what you preach. What does that mean? I fear retaliation, so I'm not saying another word. Are you two gonna order anything? I'm fine right now. She's drinking mine, actually. Alright, call me if you need anything. Sure. Let's see. Ow! So much for avoiding retaliation. You're not gonna believe me. I was in the bathroom and this other dog was looking at me from the top of the sink. You mean the mirror? No, another dog! I see. What can I serve you? You're not gonna do anything about that other dog on the top of the sink? I'm sure he doesn't want to hurt anybody, don't worry. I hope you're right. Well, I want something really sweet. Coming right up. Alright, sweet drinks. Sugar Rush. Sweet, light, and fruity, as girly as it gets. Sure. Powdered Delta, optional Carmetrine. Let's get this dog fucked up. All mixed. Here you go, dog. Enjoy. Here you go. Thanks. Please think about the thing with the other dog on top of the sink. I will. Don't worry. Well then, that was quick. Like I said, there aren't too many dogs today. When I heard someone booked us for 3 days, I expected more of an attendance. While you were gone, this fella here said that the Bleeding Jane is better than a pile driver. Please, prove him wrong. All I'm saying is that I don't see the point of drinks that feel more like a kick in the mouth than a beverage. What do you think, bartender? Do you think there's any point in discussing non-alcoholic drinks in a bar? In my opinion, people who order a bad touch always make me giggle like an idiot, though. That's not an opinion, that's a statement. Oh well, please serve us either pile drivers or Bleeding Janes. We'll let you decide which one is better. Coming right up. Pile driver or Bleeding Janes? I don't think we've made a pile driver yet, so let's go with those. I mean, the asshole answer is to make them one of both. I believe we can make them big. And 8 Carmetrine. All mixed. Oh, I made too much Bronson. Gotta reset it. I'm like, wait, the math isn't adding up. There we go. Pile driver. And let's go. Yeah, we'll do a pile driver. Doesn't burn as hard on the tongue, but you better not have a sore throat while drinking it. Yeah. I don't know. Enjoying the drinks and the conversation. The conversations are the fun part of this game to me. Oh. God damn it. Okay. And of course I screwed up from the start. Okay, and the karma tree. And just mixed. Here. Jackpot! Oh well. How did you two end up discussing that? Well, it started when I told this guy that I wasn't crazy about the idea of working just for corgis. Why don't you like corgis? They're cute, fluffy, funny, and they just make you smile. Tell me one interesting thing about them. Legends say that they were created by a fairy and that their breed was raised to fight dragons. Oh, you have to be kidding me. No, actually I heard that one too. Really? Still, I can't see why you're so tired of them. I don't know. Maybe because I only ever deal with them at their worst? You've only ever seen them in their happy state. I'm the one running feces samples and unclogging their sphincters if they eat their own owner's dental floss. I might be their veterinarian, but they treat me more like a mom, and not in a good way. It's like being a gynecologist. After a while, you stop seeing boobs and vaginas. Instead, all you see are issues you have to fix. At least they're cute issues. It depends. A gynecologist can't pick clients by age or preference. I was talking about your job. Oh, yeah, that too. Still, I don't think it's so much that I'm tired of them, as it is I'm tired of you being so obsessed with them. I'm not obsessed, I'm passionate. You sleep with a corgi plushie and have a wall dedicated to photos you've taken at the company. I'm really passionate? Too much passion can become an issue, you know? Speaking of issues, did you talk with the directors about the whole cardigan conflict? I was going to do that tomorrow when they're all together. But I still don't see why I should be the one doing it. Well, for starters, they don't take me too seriously. Understandable, I don't take you too seriously either. I mean, in the end, they're still dogs. They need someone with a strong, commanding voice. Are you saying I have a naggy voice? No, not your voice, just your entire demeanor. So I have a naggy demeanor. I'm just assuming you two are talking about the whole race conflict. Yeah, this is hurting them more than they think. The company might actually collapse at this rate. Which is terrible, because a couple of these dogs' families are dependent on their paychecks. Doesn't that count as unethical and unusual treatment of animals? It's a bit of a legal gray area. The dogs are doing it willingly, after all. And even if they weren't doing it willingly, the dogs aren't actually being mistreated or exploited. In fact, the company's pretty relaxed. Oh, speaking of relaxed, how's Jurgen doing? He's fine. Still complaining about his back. Still unwilling to take his medicine. He says he's not that weak. Who's this Jurgen guy? Oh, my guardian. I passed the test years ago, but I couldn't leave him. That's actually commonplace, isn't it? Lilim being unable to leave their guardians because they feel too much like family. Now, to be fair, people get attached to many things. Some even get obsessed with inanimate objects. My grandpa loved his car more than he loved any of his sons. The one who left all his earthly possessions to his car, right? Yeah, that's the one. How do you become a Lilim's guardian? Oh, you fill a form at the Artificial Intelligence Council. Then they do a background check. If they deem you useful, they'll give you authorization. You're given a week's notice before they give you all the data about the Lilim you'll be taking care of. You'll have to watch over it until it can pass 3 different personality tests. If the Lilim wants to stay with you after that, that's your problem. Oh, so it's like the adoption and the lottery all rolled into one. I do have to diversify the possible outcomes. 2 Lilim can be of the same model, but they'll grow differently depending on their guardians. What if something happens to the guardian? A new guardian can appeal to the council, stating they're more fit for the position than the original. And this happens when a guardian has become unavailable in some way. Or because you can back up claims of neglect or maltreatment. You spit out all that information like it's hard-coded into you. I worked in that department for some time before coming to the SDC. It's almost a reflex. Are you interested in becoming a Guardian bartender? Oh, I don't know. I'm just a nerd when it comes to AIs in general. The money they give you for it is not that great, though. Ah, I see. Well, time to check on the dogs. Listen here, punk. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you a punk. It's just... I was chasing my tail and now I'm too hyper to control myself. Sorry. Just give me anything. Alright. This dog wants anything. I wonder if it's safe to give him something sweet? Let's try Sparkle Star. Alright, so 2 Adelhyde and 1 Powdered Delta. Aged and mixed. Here you go. This is good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Ah. No, I can see the value of other dog races. Like Pomeranians. Those are nice, but they aren't corgis. Well, yeah, I can see that. I mean, I remember that cute girl from yesterday I mentioned earlier. Yeah. The white knight that was with her, she wasn't half bad either. I mean, it was obvious that a tapestry of muscles was hidden under her armor. I prefer more delicate-looking girls, though. You can appreciate how something looks, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily your thing. And you, bartender? Me what? Which dog race do you prefer? That's not the question I was expecting. Not much of a dog person, actually. Do you have any pets? A cat named Four, yeah. He's just a stray I rescued. Do you like rescuing girls too? I'm sure I should be making a witty retort right now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say no. Weird. I've always thought that the rescue fantasy was universal. Why call it Four? Four is a Lilum I met some time ago. Never mind. Pretty lame name if you ask me. Better than calling it Asshat. I bet when you and Four play, it's quite the sight, eh? He's so lively, sometimes I fear Four shadows my presence entirely. You guys want to lose consciousness that much? You really need to calm down with the whole pun-hating stuff, Betty. But to move away from this whole foreground, what is this rescue fantasy you were mentioned before? Oh, you know, the one where wayward, dangerous souls redeem themselves through the power of love. The bad boy who turns away a life of crime. The drug addict girl who lived on the streets and turned tricks until she found a good man worth changing for. It's corny romance cliches 101. Well, you're the one with the shelf full of old lady romance novels. I'll trust you on this. Hey, Fabio the 13th is a national treasure. You don't even like guys. Why do you read all those novels? They let you put yourself in the place of the main character quite easily. Even if said main character is a muscular man, I see no problem. Just what is your self-image? If I can ask something else, what is it? Why do you hate puns so much? Many people cringe at puns, you know. Yeah, but you react like you have a vendetta against them. They made me feel stupid. What? When I was a kid, everyone in my house had a penchant for making puns at the drop of a hat. I was the only one who couldn't get them. Years later, I finally got them, and they weren't that funny. They made me feel stupid. All in the name of some terrible joke that wasn't even funny in the first place. I've said this many times, I might as well make a recording, but you need to chill out, Betty. I am chilling out. Just because I complain about stuff doesn't mean I'm not relaxed. I'm not sure that's how it works. Trust me, when I'm tense and angry, you'll know it. I fear the thought. Anyway, I'll go check on the dogs. I'm supposed to be their doctor and they're being suspiciously quiet. Be careful. You want anything else? I'll have a bloom light. Actually, make that 2, please. Sure. So what do you all think? Enjoying the game so far? I'm trying my best with the voice acting. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's make him big. And 6 Carmatrine. Aged, on the rocks, and mixed. Alright. Oh, Powder Delta. Oh, 2 more Flanagreed. Okay. Aged, on the rocks. Here. Thanks. Say, you two seem to get along quite well. Well, when you're the only sentient humanoids in the entire company, it kinda happens. Sentient? We have a couple of test mannequins and cardboard cutouts, so... Ah, I see. Seems there's more to it than just that, though. I mean, even if you two are the only ones of your kind, you can still hate each other. Well, guess I'm one of the few that can stand Betty. She's a really nice person, but she doesn't sugarcoat things. Yeah, I can see that. You should see her treating those dogs. She becomes so patient and understanding, even if it's only for a little while. The dogs don't call her Mom to mock her. Can dogs mock people? I don't know. Even if it's only for a little while? You were eavesdropping? So you can say nice things once in a while. You say it like I'm the aggressive one here. It's just nice hearing people say nice things about you once in a while, you know? You should take your own advice. Maybe some other time? I'm not a hug box. Anything happen? A dog in the bathroom got angry at his reflection on the mirror and charged into it. Luckily, nothing bad happened. It just made the dog very confused. How the hell do they get on top of the sinks? They are surprisingly agile, even with those stubby little legs. Oh yeah, I ordered you this. Ah, thanks. By the way, Betty, how's Veronica? We broke up last month. What? Well, things were not going so well. We got too used to one another. Everything was starting to become routine. We decided to break up before things got bitter. And why didn't you tell me that before? Why? Did you want your turn at the Betty Mobile? I don't know. I guess just one didn't want to trouble you. And after a while, it stopped feeling like it was something relevant to say. Please don't do that again. Try trusting me. Yeah, you're right. You know what bothers me? The fact that asking after someone's health always feels like you're walking on a floor full of glass shards. There's always this chance that the other person is not okay, or even dead. And what started as a legitimately fun moment can go sour. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for not trusting you, you piece of scrap. Don't worry, I understand why you did it. Hey, now that I think about it, you sure hang out with us a lot, bartender. Well, dogs can only be so interesting. And besides, there haven't been as many dogs today. Is my presence unwanted? Not at all. Especially since you're the one bringing the booze. You're like one of those cab drivers that like to chat all the way, but you smell better than most of them. Thank you. Funny thing is that we are unofficially associated with a local taxi line. They're the ones that send drunkards to their homes. You seem to really, really like talking with your clients. Like it's the best part of your job or something. It kinda is. I used to sit around in crowded places like malls and bars and think to myself, each and every person here has a story. It's a humbling experience. Everyone has dreams, fears, and loved ones. If you dig deep enough, you'll realize that the gap between two random people isn't as big as you think it is. In fact, it's quite small. And in this job, you get to hear all kinds of stories. Some people just blurt it all out, some do it while drunk. To know that no matter how similar they may seem at first glance, no two people are alike. It's fascinating. You could be a powerful information broker with all that knowledge. Nah, not interested. I'd like to see myself more as a friendly ear rather than someone you need to be wary of. Huh, I guess there's still decent folk out there. I'm not decent. You're critically obsessed with dogs! I'll go check and see if there's any other dogs who want something. Sure. Go ahead. Quick, a beer! Okay. He wants something, anything. He's also in a hurry. Well, give him a quick beer. Oh. Alright. Mixed. Here. Thanks. Now, boom! Why did you break the glass? I made breakfast! Get it? Because you made the drink fast, and I broke it, and... Go. Tough crowd. Suddenly I understand the hate for puns. Hey, Bat Render! Yeah? Your job has a funny name. You don't say. How is she already drunk? She drank way less than she did last night. Yeah, but she drank a bottle before coming here. Why? I wish I knew. It's an example of her alcohol tolerance, though. Denter, I want to make a toast to my good friend the robot here. Probably the only person, robot, thing that can stand my yapping for more than a half hour. Without him, my job would be 5 times more boring and my life 2 times more meaningless. Cheers! You're not holding a drink. Then give me one, bun trader. Isn't that your job? I need a beer. A big one. Alright. Big beer. You don't have to look up if you've memorized it. I probably never will. So, apologies about that. All powder delta. Yeah. And then 8 carpentry. Alrighty, cheers! I said cheers! Cheers. Cheers. Good. Grumpy when sober and a sweetheart when drunk. Seems like she's been like this since her university years. You make it sound like those were a decade ago. I can understand liking the taste of alcohol, but what's so good about getting drunk? First of all, I'm not drunk. You're too happy. I'm a happy person when drunk. Anyway, it's something you just can't explain. You just like it. Your body needs it, craves it. That's called being an alcoholic. I prefer the term alcohol enthusiast. Anyway, humans actively look for things that make them feel lightheaded. Why else would they leave some poison in potentially poisonous foods like that weird balloon fish thing? Why would they eat spicy foods or drink fermented milk? Seriously, how crazy does someone have to be to say, hey, let's eat this and see what happens? Worse yet, they found medicine among all that junk. The one that invented penicillin was probably the worst of them all. Fair enough. But see, that's proof you're drunk. If you were sober, you would just say, hell if I know. Silly robot. Now that I think about it, what kind of robot are you? Lilim. Lilim always sounds too feminine. Okay. Okay then. What manner of piece of scrap are you? You don't know? Never cared, but I'm curious. Oh well, you won't remember it tomorrow. I'm a DT-01D, a social development robot. Is that like the DFC-72s? No. DFC-72s were designed to be as physically human as possible in order to blend in with humans better. My line is more tailored for resilience. We are work Lilim. Why must you be cursed to only one destiny from the moment you're born? You can do whatever you want, silly robot. Follow your dreams. I know. I'm already doing it. Being created or hardwired for one duty only means you're more adept at certain things. Giving robots freedom of choice? That's the whole purpose of the ADN law. Yeah, but, you say you're resilient, but you don't look the part. True, I never upgraded my muscles, but I can stand up to 200 degrees Celsius without breaking a sweat. Lilim can sweat? Cooling agents, yes. No matter, you're still special to me no matter what kind of robot you are. Lilim. No matter what piece of shit you are. Well, speaking of special, how come it isn't legal to marry a dog yet? Wow, she just sobered. That hit her hard enough to sober Betty. Excuse me, what? If humans are allowed to marry robots, Lilim, then they should be able to marry dogs too. Abtrender. That's me, I think. This guy here wants to bang a dog. Mock him. Excuse me? I do not. I was just saying that if humans are now allowed to marry Lilim, why shouldn't they be able to marry animals? Because, first of all, they're not humanoids. What about monkeys then? And now you want to bang a monkey? I do not! And second of all, dogs, just like many other animals, can't give you consent. But look at these dogs! Sure, they have the cognitive abilities of a 7-year-old's, but they can talk, drink booze, and argue. So now you want to bang a 7-year-old? We do have a regular here who would be delighted to hear that. Stop it! Remember, Lilim human marriages were only sanctioned after the Lilim achieved full sentience. And even then, they used the marriage as a way to evolve the collective source. Besides, dogs don't really love us that way. Trying to apply human ideas like marriage to a dog is like trying to feed vegetables to a carnivore, you get me? Says the ex-vegetarian. Why are you only so smart when you're drunk? I'm not drunk! But anyways, if you want to screw a dog or a chimp, go ahead. Just don't bring marriage or infants into the whole deal. But even if you start thinking about doing the horizontal mambo with a 7-year-old, But if you even start thinking about doing the horizontal mambo with a 7-year-old, please seek some mental help. But I don't want to bang dogs, or monkeys, or 7-year-olds. Oh, thank God. Then why'd you start talking about dog-human marriage? It's just, I was thinking about all these dogs and tuxedos, and I started picturing a dog in a bridal dress. I mean, just try and picture that. And I'm the drunk one? Wait, I'm not drunk. Why would I say that? Then again, when you get drunk, you also get dizzy. Do you have a limit? Is it a limit of how much you can drink before passing out? No, I just get disoriented to the point where I'm effectively useless, but I never pass out. Maybe if I passed out, I wouldn't have to deal with all the shit that follows. I always have to wait at least 24 hours before the effect passes. One has to wonder why they gave all those human flaws to Lilum. Oh, I actually read something about that. It's said that by giving Lilum the same kind of weaknesses humans have, they would develop the same way humans do. Oh, so that's why they also bite their lips randomly when eating? Seems like it. But it makes me wonder, exactly how anatomically correct are you? That's something I know and you don't. Any of you want anything else to drink? Yeah, I want... Nothing. You're drunk enough as is. You're not my dad. You can't tell me what I can and can't do. Beatrice Albert, stop drinking right now. Yes, Mom. Now, go sleep in the car. We're almost done here. But, Mom... Go. Bye, Bad Nerther. Bye, Miss Betty. It actually worked. If I didn't know she wouldn't remember anything tomorrow, I'd be afraid of retaliation. Although, I'm curious, why'd you call her Miss Betty? It makes her sound like a teacher or something. Etiquette? I don't know. There's also something about her that makes me feel right to call her that. Maybe it's the forehead? I see. Well, I gotta get things ready. If you'll excuse me. Good luck. Hey! We're closing. Damn it. Well, everyone's safe in the cab. We are taking our leave, bartender. Thank you for providing such great service on such short notice. Ah, that's my job. You were interesting too. Well, thank you. I'll make sure to tell our associates about the wonders of this place. Thank you. Please come again. We sure will. Send my regards to Miss Betty. Gladly. See you later then. Bye. All done? Yep. Seems like we got some new regulars. Yeah, it'd be nice if they came back. Or that we're still here when they come back. You've been acting weird all weekend, boss. What, are you okay? I am, but the bar's not. What do you mean? Well, I guess you have the right to know. The BTC sent me a message on Friday. Valhalla hasn't been bringing in much income these last few months. Which means we are at risk of being wiped off the map. Oh no. So, looks like our bar may be closing soon. But we'll get more into that next time. I just wanted to get at least the tutorial started as we begin. After all, this is a game I tie to, as you might have guessed from the dates, this time of year for Christmas season. So, I think I'll intersperse this alongside Baldur's Gate 3 because I don't know. Baldur's Gate is just going to be a long, long game. I'm not going to push and power through it and be miserable. I'm going to mix in other games to have fun with. So, for now, plus I've done a lot of fantasy games. I figured doing something a little more cyberpunk, a little more futuristic might be fun. And the stories of this game is a lot of fun. So, I want to thank you all for joining me. I have been the Ephemeral One, and this has been Valhalla. Thank you all. I'll see you next time. Bye for now, folks. Bye for now.